This is truly the manifestation of a vision, and it's the beginning of the journey. It's just the first step, and we were very, very impressed by the quality of applicants, the ideas, the project. It gives you a sense of hope. We all believe in Africa, and it's true that the chairmans want to invest in African people. And I'm sure that between now and 2016, 2017, we have more and more very prominent business emerging from that generation.
Remember that behind that 1,000 successful, there are more than 20,000 who know about us, got involved in the program. Even if they weren't successful or didn't complete their applications, their awareness level has been raised and they are part of our network, and we expect to continue to reach out to them through the coming year.
It was very challenging because it's really always very difficult to decline and to put somebody in the bottom of the pile. But we put together a very transparent and standard criteria to make sure we're all fair. We make sure we select the best and the one who have the ability to move forward with their ideas, the one that have financial credentials, the one that have commercially viable project. So as you heard before, the Accurate consulting firm and his development agency gave us the expertise to really screen those applicants. It was very, very difficult because they're all brilliant, but you only have 1,000 seats.
The foundation is really trying to put into practice the concepts of the founder, Tony Elumelu, that Africans should be developing Africa, that they should be making strategic long-term investments, and that if we invest in the private sector and in entrepreneurs, they will not disappoint, that they will create jobs, they will create wealth, they will create prosperity. So if we say that those are the overarching themes, then this program acts to actually put on the ground money to make sure that the resources are available, training, mentoring, online resources, guidance, to make what is now a small effort a much larger effort in terms of the effect that that kind of an investment will have for entrepreneurs and business in Africa.
It's a complex thing, trying to select from a wide range of ideas from different countries in different languages, people trying to apply to do business or to start up businesses or promote businesses in different sectors of the economy. And several of these ideas are also at different stages. So there are a few that are just at the beginning, at idea stage. There are some of these applications that applicants that are seeking to grow existing businesses that have been around for maybe 1-2 years. There were some that were seeking to expand into new markets. So basically, I would say two dimensions of the complexity came from the breadth of sectors that people were applying to, promote, and then also the stage of the businesses. Of course, as you know, they're from 52 different countries and different languages, so we had to interpret all of that. So first of all, we had to make sure that we had a process that worked right. So the integrity of the process was very, very important. Three things really mattered in terms of what we considered as critical priorities. The first of it was making sure we had the right evaluators. So we chose our evaluators very carefully. We wanted people who had the background as required to do this type of assessment, who understood the levels of business success and who are able to apply that in this type of context. The second thing was really around ensuring that we had a process that worked. So we put in place a system to ensure that each application got the right level of attention that was needed for a proper conclusion to be reached. And there were additional levels of quality assurance that were laid on that process. So there were at least 3 to 4 eyes that looked through each application. So we made sure that that happened. And we made sure that the people who were evaluating understood the criteria well enough to apply it consistently across board. The third point was really around making sure that whilst we get into the hard numbers of scoring, the hard task of scoring one, giving somebody a score for this factor or the other, we didn't lose sight of the impact that this program was meant to achieve. So at the overall you have to keep your mind on the fact that this is a program that seeks to drive new jobs, seeks to drive, create new businesses, seeks to create wealth for the different economies, and to do this in a sustainable way. So we need to make sure that there was a process for ensuring that beyond the scoring, each application received additional level of detail in terms of just looking at the potential impact that the business idea could potentially deliver. So it's quite a complex challenge, but I think with the guidance of the foundation, we were able to do a commendable job on it.
The target is really to look 10 years out. And after 10 years, we will have selected 1,000 times 10, so 10,000 entrepreneurs with great ideas designed to revolutionize Africa. So the target would be then those 10,000 entrepreneurs who have themselves created jobs beyond themselves being enriched and improved, but for the people that they hire, and those people and the businesses that they create then add to the GDP of the countries in Africa that have been helped and touched by these programs. So that as we look 10 years out, we expect, it's too soon to tell, but we expect that we will have generated an addition to the GDP of the countries in Africa of $10 billion per year by year 10.